Good morning, Tri-City. I'm Jess. Being a small private school, we do not always have many new students. This year, however, 36 new students have enrolled already, with more arriving each week.
Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, many schools have been unable to reopen. However, Tri-City is one of the few campuses in San Diego that offers in-person classes as well as online. Therefore, many students have come to Tri-City this year.
I came from Oceanside High School. I came to Tri-City Christian because I wanted to get my grades up academically wise and to play football. My transition has been pretty smooth. There hasn't really been too much stress or anything. The biggest difference with public school is probably the people we have on campus here. It's not as much as public school, and then just the environment.
I came from El Camino because El Camino had a poor response to COVID, and I'd have to be online learning like the whole time. Nothing's been too difficult. I mean, just like starting a new school senior was not ideal, but nothing's really been too difficult. So what's different from public school is there's a whole lot less people, there's uniforms, religion in school, everybody has kind of personal attention from the teachers here. As a public school, you're a lot more on your own.
I came from Coastal Academy, and I switched here because I didn't really like being online, and I can take higher level classes here. A few things that were difficult when switching was that like learning how we do stuff here and like learning where my classes are and also making new friends.
We are overjoyed to have so many new faces this year. We hope you feel at home and have a wonderful experience at Tri-City. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sophia, for that story. Remember, when you see a new student, say hi and maybe you'll make a new friend. For years, we have always worn the same uniforms, but this year we have had to add a new element to our attire.
So Tri-City, you know the drill. When it comes to uniforms, everybody's got to wear the same button-up collared shirt. But when it comes to masks, there's a lot of different varieties and options that we're seeing on campus.
I actually have the gator mask, and I prefer it because it's super quick and easy. You can just easily pull it down. No, my mask isn't actually a stylish item, it's not very drippy. It doesn't go with the fit, not usually, although it is black. Black usually goes with everything. I would recommend the mask to others because it's very comfortable, very fitting on the face, just snug, very tight.
This is a silk mask, and I like it because it's like easy to breathe through and it doesn't irritate my skin. I don't think that it's a stylish item. I kind of just grab it. I recommend this mask to others because it doesn't irritate your skin, and it's just like you don't really feel like it's there.
My mask is one of the disposable ones. I would say it's not super stylish, but it's plain, so I like it, so it goes with everything. I would recommend this just because it's like super easy. I just keep a bunch of them in my car, and they like are easy to grab.
Whether your mask is stylish, versatile, breathable, whatever it is, there's a mask out there for you. Back to you guys.
Wow, it's great to see the different ways students can express themselves this year. Last week, we had a theme week to give students a little more school spirit.
Last week, students showed up to school in a variety of different outfits. This awesome ASB hosted event was all in honor of our theme this year, Love Like Jesus.
I think the easiest day to dress up for is either pink or red because you get two options to decide.
I also think it was pink or red too because I have a lot of pink and red clothes and stuff, so I have a lot of options.
For me, I think the hardest day to dress up for is maybe orange because I don't have a lot of orange stuff in my closet, even though it's nice to have purpley awareness.
My favorite day was probably pink and red day just because I love pink and red.
My favorite day was probably the group day because then you can do a lot of things with a different group and add as many people as you want.
Thankfully, we can celebrate God's love for us in person and be reminded to love like Jesus always. Thanks to ASB for hosting this super fun and special week. Back to you.
That is so much fun. Glad we could bring the school together. All those dress-up days ended with an event ASB planned for our junior high and high school students.
This other week, Tri-City finished off theme week with a day spiritual growth.
Today I spoke on what it looks like to be a man or woman of God. Simply put, I think a lot of young people have the wrong perception of what a man of God or woman of God looks like, and I really just kind of broke down how did Jesus live his life.
Today I spoke about purity for the guys, but specifically what I talked about was sexual purity, and when we live life the way he designed, we realize that he cares about us greatly and wants us to have the fullest life possible.
Today I spoke about what it looks like to be a woman of God. It was super fun. Love everyone here. I always love coming back to Tri-City.
So the topic that they asked me to speak on today was chivalry, how guys and girls interact in a way that is able to show respect and mutual submission to one another. I grew up in a Christian school, and so for me it's been fun to transition from that then into a setting where I can come back.
I just spoke about how God's design for us and for purity and for marriage. It was really fun seeing just students that we've had in our ministry and really getting to be able to speak messages that I know I would have loved to hear when I was younger too.
Thanks to all the leaders that came out and made Friday a day to remember.
We are so happy these speakers gave us their time, and hopefully their lessons really impacted us. Here is Sophia with our announcement.
On Wednesday, ASB will be announcing the class with the most points and giving them a reward. Also, remember, Wednesday is the 21st day of the month, which means free dress. Today we have Coach Bickley here in the studio to talk with us about sports.
Thanks, guys. With the new format of sports this year, I have a couple areas I'd like for you to help us with. You've been receiving emails encouraging you to sign up for the sport or sports. We encourage you to play too if you can. Sign up for those. But I have to have you not only sign up, but you also have to be committed to the sport you sign up for, because I have to tell the league what sports we will have. So we want you to be sure and do that, then get your clearance. Thanks for your help. Go Eagles.
Coming, Coach. Back to you, Jess.
Thanks, Coach, for coming and sharing. Well, that's all we have for this week, Tri-City. See you next week on TCNN.